In the beginning, before the first breath of life stirred across the void, there was the Word. And from that word, a prophetic melody, a sound like no other, all of creation burst forth. He pulled up mountains and hills. He carved valleys and rivers, the depths of the ocean's floor. Everything in its place, with its purpose. He saw it, he knew it, right down to designing every grain of sand with precision and grace. The Creator's song, a symphony come to life.
In Eden's dawn, the first man and woman walked upon holy ground, their steps marking the innocence of a world untouched by sin. But paradise was soon disrupted by the serpent's deceit. The once blessed ground bore the weight of the curse, echoing the sorrow of a world fallen from grace. Sin ravaged the earth with a dark purpose, threatening to undo God's perfect plan.
Was hope lost? Could a flood cleanse the world of its stain? Could holiness be restored?
Abram was called to tread upon holy ground, looking up at the heavens and dreaming of a future realized in God's covenant.
Jacob, weary and alone, laid his head upon a stone and dreamt of heaven's ladder, a bridge between earth and eternity. When he awoke, he declared,
"Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." The ground beneath him became Bethel, holy ground.
Moses stood before the burning bush on holy ground, its flames undying yet not consuming. "Remove your sandals," the voice commanded, "for the place where you are standing is holy ground."
On Mount Sinai, God etched his law into stone tablets, consecrating the mountain as holy ground. Israel wandered through the wilderness, led from captivity toward a promised land of holy ground.
The Ark of the Covenant rested in the holy place, its presence sanctifying the earth around it.
David, inspired by divine vision, built the temple, establishing holy ground where God's glory would dwell among his people.
Then, in a humble stable, the ground was sanctified by Christ's birth. Shepherds, guided by a star, arrived at this holy ground where heaven met earth.
Jesus emerged from the holy waters of the Jordan.
Onlookers were amazed as a voice from heaven affirmed his divine identity.
That same voice echoed once more on a high mountain where Jesus was transfigured before the disciples.
His face shining like the sun and his clothes radiant as light.
Jesus used dirt, holy dirt, to restore sight to the blind. He knelt and wrote a mysterious promise in the dust, a testimony on holy ground, inviting all to walk free from condemnation.
In the garden, Jesus embraced his cross, a holy ground moment filled with divine surrender. Step by step, he walked the path to Golgotha.
Each stride bringing him closer to fulfilling the Father's will. At the place of the skull, Jesus transformed even death's domain into holy ground through his sacrifice. Water and blood blended for salvation, falling to the dust beneath the cross. The once stained ground now soaked in covenant's fulfillment. Tears of repentance started to form as creation begins to realize that the man that hangs before them is truly their holy king. In that moment, the temple veil tore in two. Tombs broke open, and the holy people of God were raised to life. They returned to the holy city. Witnesses were awestruck and declared, "Surely this is the Son of God." The resurrection from the tomb sanctified holy ground, marking his triumph over sin and death, declaring the redemption of all of humanity.
What began in a garden will end in a garden city. The ground that was holy in the beginning, redeemed by Christ, is now and forevermore holy ground.